TNCT12 learners. I hope you are relaxed, recharged, and ready as the new school year started. I am Teacher Xyra, your guide in understanding today's lesson. To make the move as smooth as possible, I suggest you be prepared with your module, activity sheets, and of course your pen and paper. This week's lesson is about strategic thinking and intuitive thinking. By the end of this lesson, you are expected to 1. Explain strategic analysis and intuitive thinking and differentiating their key components. 2. Apply strategic analysis. 3. Apply intuitive thinking in solving a problem in the community. Every day we make choices in our lives. Sometimes our decisions are based on impulses that we need to face along with unfavorable consequences of our actions. This is where strategic thinking comes in. So what is strategic thinking? First, it is the process of examining the organization's surroundings and resources to better formulate a strategy. Second, it is the understanding of an organization's external and internal environments. Third, it deals with the creation and better utilization of resources to meet objectives and priorities. This is drawn from facts, data, and instructions at hand. Fourth, intuitive thinking is sensing or knowing without using rational processes, such as reading facts and instructions. Fifth, intuitive thinking is making choices and decisions according to one's hunch and gut feeling, without knowing the reason why. Lastly, good intuition results from long years of knowledge and experience. Take note, a critical mind or analytical mind usually exercises strategic thinking. Moving on, Samantha Holland presented 6 elements of strategic thinking, namely, the ability to anticipate, the ability to challenge, the ability to interpret, the ability to decide, the ability to align, and lastly, the ability to learn. The ability to anticipate enables the executives to not only focus on the current situation, but also to look at the future. It is also the ability to monitor the environment to foresee significant changes in the industry by considering possible threats and opportunities. Second, the ability to challenge. This involves raising questions instead of merely accepting information as it comes. The purpose of raising questions is to trace the root causes of problems, to challenge existing beliefs, and to find out biases and possible manipulation of the situation. Probing and investigation may also be employed. 3. The ability to interpret is shown by testing a variety of hypotheses. Through this process of comparing and contrasting certain data and making decisions on particular issues. Also, the executive avoids jumping into conclusions without sound basis. 4. The ability to decide enables the executive to make a stand with courage and conviction despite incomplete information at hand. The executive combines speed and quality to avoid indecision or analysis paralysis, which prevents a leader from acting fast. The ability to align enables the executive to have different divergent viewpoints, opinions, and agenda to attain common goals to pursue mutual interests. Open communication and dialogue will help address the problem of misalignment and build trust-leading consensus and agreements. Lastly, the ability to learn is demonstrated by an executive who accepts feedback, constructive criticism, and failure, which are altogether viewed as a source of critical and valuable insights. He or she shows willingness to immediately return to the right course when going off track. Failures are considered lessons for success. Strategic analysis is useful not only to an organization but also to an individual. It can be assessed by the following: strengths and weaknesses, threats, and factors that can help you improve your skills. Strategic analysis can be a way to turn your weaknesses into strengths and to make advantage of situations that will boost your confidence as a student. Let's move on to the differences of strategic thinking and intuitive thinking. As you can see, strategic thinking has 5 components. Those are committed people, long-term strategic objectives, strategic alternatives, evaluation and choice of strategies, and monitoring of strategy implementation. On the other hand, intuitive thinking has 3 components. These are immediacy, sensing relationship, and reason. Under strategic thinking, we have the first component, committed people. The initial step in strategic planning is getting the right people at the right time. These people are also called engagers. They are the staff, officers, and stakeholders. Second, long-term strategic objectives. The objectives are poised to enhance the organization's performance. The people involved in setting the objectives are referred to as aimers. 3. Strategic alternatives. The planning team should be able to derive options from brainstorming. This may enable the organization to respond with ease, speed, and effectiveness when changes occur in the environment. 4. Evaluation and choice of strategies. The process of formulating a strategy that could facilitate the attainment of long-term improvements. This involves evaluating and picking out the most effective strategies. Those who participate in this process are called the generators. 5. Monitoring of strategy implementation. There should be a plan for formal and regular reporting to know whether the plan is carried out properly. Strategizers are those who implement and monitor strategy. Let's proceed to intuitive thinking. The first component is immediacy. This refers to the timing in intuitive thinking. Intuitive thinking is quick, where decisions, actions, and solutions come off fast without planning or deliberation. 2. Sensing relationship. This refers to the establishment or formulation of connections among ideas with a person's knowledge. And lastly, number 3. It deals with intuition, which involves certain type of reasoning. There are also ways in discovering non-intuitive things. One way is gaining more experience. The more experience you have, the easier to see similarities between ideas and previous learning. Another way is through experimentation. This can help uncover inconsistencies. And last of all, learning by reading, studying and teaching, and learning process with your mentors. The more you build foundation, the more you learn a wide array of mysteries. To sum it all up, strategic thinking is the understanding of organization's internal and external environment, and it is composed of 5 components: comprising people, objectives, alternatives, strategies, and implementations. On the other hand, intuitive thinking is comprised with immediacy, sensing, relationship, and reason. Every day we make choices in our lives. We need to make use of our intuitive thinking or strategic thinking in order to avoid committing mistakes. That's it for this week's lesson. Have a good day and